sing the hook on this. Young Jay. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. So sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. So sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. I can't picture me telling my little bro that it's twisting time. Searching frantic till I find my light just in time to pass it out so he can fire up and super sticky, so we can start the process of getting super lifted. I highly doubt that we can help me eye to eye. Right now I'm out of reach. Give me an open skies, higher than the pants on earth, but that's my favorite line. And OG Cushion head do all my favorite kind. What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay. Nighttime, see what I'm saying? It's Monday night, NBA Talk with Jay. Just trying to get some cash, man. So just doing what I do. It's not a hot streak, guys. Literally just do what I do, and we live with the results, right? So I don't want to hear any, oh, you're high, none of that shit, man. We're trying to keep it going, and you can't get the big head as well. You just have to keep churning along. You see what I'm saying? So we still have plenty of work to do for the last week of the NBA playoffs, all that good stuff, guys. I appreciate you for tuning into the chat. What's up, my guy Mickey? What's up, everybody in the chat? Balance Nicks, AOD, Matthew, Lucky Power, my guy Derek, Sam. I see you, my guy. What up, my brother? What's up, Jerry? I see you, Aaron. Everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys. A bunch of games to break down. I don't have plays on all of them, but I will let you know how I'm looking at these games. Let's get straight to it. It's all business here on the show. I do have a play that I've been thinking about for a few days. Bounce back, J Spot. Let's fucking go, my guys. Let's get over here. First game up. We're going over here to the streets of Detroit here, guys. Pistons getting 11 and a half points at the house versus the Heat. Heat did lose 3 straight. Then they get their win versus the Mavs in that one in their last game. No defense at all played in that one. They do have the Sixers on deck, but they will have a day off in between it. This is a Heat type of spot. I can't look towards the Pistons, guys. The Pistons have lost 9 straight games. They're only 2-7 against the spread in that span as well. They come off a stretch where they played 5 of their last 6 on the road in this one, man. And it's the first game of back-to-back. I mean, but the Pistons don't really matter. I mean, I'm not looking towards back in the bottom 3 teams. They don't want to win. Could they keep it close? It's very possible. But what happened last time versus the Heat? They kept the game close. The Heat went on like a 12-0 run late and then ended up covering the spread here. So definitely not been this game. If the Heat, like I say, the Heat, they were laying 10 last game. It was a close game, 12-0 run, 10 the game. The Pistons didn't score for the last 4.5 minutes, man. The Heat win by 12. So that could happen once again. I'm only looking towards Heat here, minus 11.5. This is a simple game. If you like this game, you can only look towards the Heat. I'm not looking towards taking the points with the Pistons in this one, guys. It doesn't take me a whole lot of time on that one. Let's go over here to the streets of Orlando here, guys. We have the Magic getting 4.5 points at the house versus the Cavs in this one. Cavs don't really have a ton to play for, to be honest with you. Basically cemented into that 4-5 matchup right there with the Knicks, my guys. So they can't really move up to 3. They can't move down. They're likely going to be, just let me check the standings one more time, pretty damn sure that they can't really do anything. So in that case, I'll tell you right now, a little nugget. These teams that can't really do anything, can't really move up or down, I'm not looking to take them, man. I'm not looking to take them. They're looking towards the playoffs. They don't have much to gain they don't have things to gain or lose by losing these games. See what I'm saying? So what are the Magic doing? The Magic, it's crazy because they hadn't been eliminated from the playoffs yet. They're probably not going to make it, but if everything went right, they won out and some teams lose a few games, the Magic could actually slide into that play-in tournament if they could take the 10 seed from the Bulls. It's likely not going to happen, but the fact that they're not out of it tells me that I could only look towards the Orlando Magic plus the 4.5 in this one. Now, Mitchell Garland, I'll tell you this, the Magic and the Cavs are similar type of teams. The Magic basically built their roster to look exactly like the Cavs, have the 2 big men down low, have some great guards. They just don't have Donovan Mitchell or Garland. You see what I'm saying? They don't even have Allen or Mobley, but this is like a baby Cavs team right here. I said it before the season. This Magic team has covered 9 straight games. They're 9-0 against the spread in their last 9 games, guys. And also 7-2
6-2 straight up, no, 6-3 straight up over that span as well, guys. So I can only look towards the Magic here. They're playing with momentum. Even if they get eliminated, I just feel like the Magic are balling right now. They're playing for next season. They don't get anything from tanking. So the Magic, like, man, we're gonna try to ball out here. You see what I'm saying? This is the first game of a little duplex spot. They play them again on the 6th, but for this particular game, I'm probably not betting it, but I could only look towards the Magic here plus the 4.5, with the Cavs not really having anything to play for. They only have 3 games left in the season, 2 versus the Magic, then 1 versus the Hornets. I do not see the Cavs going balls to the wall in these type of games, guys. So I can only look towards the Magic here plus the 4.5. Maybe would look for the Cavs to maybe rest somebody. Could definitely happen, guys. Teams starting to rest players, right? Because they're not trying to get them hurt for the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? So could only look towards Magic plus the 4.5 here, with slight lean to the under as well, guys. But could only, if I'm betting aside in this game, would be Magic plus the 4.5. Let's go over here to the streets of Charlotte here. We do have the Hornets getting 14.5 points at the house versus the Raptors. We know that this is a duplex spot as well. The Hornets, these two teams just faced off. The Hornets, the Raptors smacked them up 128 to 108. This is the first game of a back-to-back though. So this is why I wouldn't lay the points with, personally, I wouldn't lay the points with the Raptors here. Could be a huge look ahead for that Celtics game. I'm sure that they're going to want that one a whole lot more. And what happens when you have a much bigger game the next day? You want to save some of your energy for that one. So the Raptors have won 4 of the last 5 games. They're 3-1-1 ATS over that span as well. They could smack up the Hornets. Hornets are basically just kind of resting everybody. I know last game they had rested PJ Washington, Hayward, Dennis Smith Jr. Looks like Rozier, Kelly Oubre. Looks like all of those guys will be out once again. The only guy that's not ruled out yet is Dennis Smith Jr. He's questionable. Possibly could play here, but I wouldn't. I mean, these guys, the season's over for the Hornets. They got 3 more games. They can't wait for the season to be over in this one, man. So Gary Trent Jr., OG Anunoby also questionable on the Raptors side. So they're kind of tipping their head. They're kind of tipping their hand to say that, hey, we might rest a few guys here and get ready for that Celtics game. I'm not looking towards backing the Hornets, but I don't want to lay the 14.5 here in an unfocused spot here for the Toronto Raptors in this one, guys. So maybe would look towards the under, but like I say, they won't bring their best defensive effort if they want to save energy. And defense takes energy. So if they don't want to bring their best defensive effort in this one, if they're looking towards the Celtics, they might not bring best defensive effort. No play for me on this one. Raptors have the Celtics on deck. Clear stay away game for me, guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Washington, D.C. here. We got the Wizards here getting 13 at the house versus the Bucks in this one. Bucks coming off a huge win. They just smacked up the Sixers at the house. The Bucks are on the first game of back-to-back as well. They have the Chicago Bulls the next night at the house. So this will be a little road home back-to-back. The Wizards don't care about the rest of the season, guys. It's very apparent in this one. They got 4 more games, if I'm not mistaken. They're resting Porzingis. They're resting all their guys in this game. They're basically saying that we're basically gonna rest them for the rest of the season here. No Monte Morris, no Porzingis, no Bradley Beal, no Kyle Kuzma in this one. It looks like Chris Middleton and Grayson Allen will be out for this game, but Javon Carter looks like he's coming back. No Giannis on the injury report right now, right? So could only look Bucks here. This could be a Smack City spot. Bucks could really do whatever the hell they want to in this one. I know the Wizards can still be scrappy. Corey Kispert can hit some threes. You still got guys like Denny Avila. He's been balling out as well. Couldn't talk you off looking at his points or PRA over with them not basically having many other scorers out there. It's going to be Denny, it's going to be Kispert, and then it's going to be DeLon Wright. Those are going to be their main 3 scorers for this game. So if you'd like to, I'd look at some props for on that side for the Wizard side. But if I'm betting aside here, I could only look towards the Bucks. I know it's a spot that they don't necessarily need to go balls to the wall, but they could accidentally, like even their backups can come in here and win this game by 15 to 17 points, guys. So could only look towards the Bucks in this one. Wizards can be scrappy sometime, but I did not expect them to be super scrappy without Porzingis down there. Point Javion is it's very possible, my guy. It's very possible. I say it's definitely with this 13.5, there's definitely enough room where they could win the game but not cover. I don't bet these type of games. I need the motivation right now. And the Bucks, they don't have much motivation to blow out the Wizards, but that's still the only way that I can look. But the shit definitely happens, Ruben. Y'all know what it is. Bucks first half, y'all couldn't talk you off that. Yeah, looks like Giannis is playing. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, my guy. My guy Ant D said Bucks first quarter, first half. That could be a good look. They're gonna try to get this game over with quick. That's a good look there. They're gonna try to get this game over with quick so they can go ahead and get ready for the Bulls the next night. So yeah, couldn't talk you off looking towards the Bucks first quarter, first half, and that one, my guys. It's a damn good look in that one. Let's go over here to the streets of Brooklyn here, guys. We got the Nets getting a point, Atlanta point at the house versus the Minnesota Timberwolves in this one. This is a bounce back J spot here. The Wolves just come off losing a game by 19 and a half points. I do not see them dropping once again. Now, I must say, them losing Nas Reed, that did throw things off as well, or whatever, like off the bench or whatever, but they've played some games without him this year, without him this year. This is what the Wolves need to do. And I wish I had the coach number. This is what he needs to do. And I know Cat loves starting. You got to bring Cat off the bench in this game. You have to have Carlton Towns play like Nas Reed, play the Nas Reed role in this one. Because what you can do versus the Nets, Gobert and Cat should eat down low versus the Nets, guys. I think they have a matchup advantage here. Now, obviously, Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson, and Bridges, they're ballers there. Even guys like Joe Harris as well. They can get hot from three anytime, but the Nets have somewhat tapered off. They're damn near locked into their playoff seed as well, guys, into that sixth spot. This is absolute a must-win spot for the Wolves. They lose this game. I mean, they could really be in jeopardy of they probably won't miss the play-in tournament because the Mavs seem like they don't even want to make it, but the Wolves what Anthony Edwards said, we got to win these next three games, man. Simple. We got to win these next games, and I think they can do it as well here. So, but simply put, coming off a game where they had no interest in that game versus the Blazers, didn't play their best game, probably came in, thought it was going to be easy. They just lost as a 19-point favorite. No one's going to want the Wolves here, but I expect all-out effort, all hands on deck. I expect the Wolves to give it every single thing that they have in this game. It's also a first game of back-to-back for the Nets as well. They have the Pistons tomorrow. They're not looking ahead to it, but you can get an easy win tomorrow versus the Pistons here. I think the Wolves go in here and smack them up. I really want to take them early and often, guys. I did already take the Wolves plus the 1. The first quarter is not out yet. The way I see this game, the Wolves have to come out here flying around on defense, playing with their heads on fire to start the game, build a lead, and then continue that shit throughout the whole game. This could be a trifecta spot for the Wolves. I expect this to be a trifecta spot for the Wolves, but I know when it's all said and done, at the end of 48 minutes, the Wolves will come out on top in this game, in my opinion. Coming off 3 straight losses, they hadn't lost 4 straight since like early in the season, like in the middle of the season. They had a 6-game losing streak. Other than that, they hadn't really lost 4 straight games. This is a big game for the Wolves here, in my opinion, guys. They don't have a game after this for 3 days as well. They play the Spurs, so they can go literally all out in this one. Carlton Towns is questionable. He's not missing his game. This is an all hands on deck spot. And like I say, I wish they would bring Towns off the bench in this game. It's probably not going to happen, but I don't give a damn, man. Give me the Wolves in this one plus the 1. Nothing is guaranteed, guys, but this is a bounce back J spot. This is a must win J spot. This is a motivated J spot. Give me the more motivated team here. And like I say, Rudy Gobert should go for a double-double easy in this one. I don't know if you guys got the prop for that one, but Rudy Gobert double-double should be cash in this. This is probably going to be pretty heavy. It's probably going to be heavily juiced. Hey, good luck, my brother, if you're on Nets -1. But I know the Wolves, they don't be looking loving. They hadn't been looking that good, but I'm on the Wolves plus the 1. You can take whatever you like, my brother. You can take whatever you guys like. I will not hit 100%. Go whatever you love, but I'm taking the Wolves plus the 1, and I'm probably going to take them in the first quarter as well, because if they come out with the bullshit, they're probably not going to win this game. You got to come out flying around. Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards. You got to come out with some intensity, with a sense of urgency in this game, and I think they will. I'll be on Wolves in the first quarter, and I already bet them full game plus the 1. Give me the Minnesota Timberwolves in this one. I'm putting the Timmys on. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over here to the streets of Philadelphia here, guys. We got the Sixers. They're laying 2 points at the house versus the Celtics in this one, man. I tripped out right there. But Sixers, man, it's crazy because like I've tried to buck the trend. See what I'm saying? Even Joel Embiid, he knows that the Celtics just absolutely own them. Celtics are somewhat cemented into their 2 seed, though, so not a ton to play for. This is a first game of back-to-back. They play the Raptors at the house the next night, so this will be a first of a road home back-to-back for the Celtics. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. They've won 7 of their last 9 games. The Celtics have, and I'll be honest, they damn near own part ownership. Like they own stocks in the Philadelphia 76ers. They've beaten them the last 4 times. They've covered the last 4 times as well. Smacked them up. They done the last matchup was the closest one. Celtics only won that one by 3. I remember Tatum basically had to hit like a game winning shot in that one. See what I'm saying? So it was a close game. It was 107-107. Tatum hit a huge shot in that one. But like I say, Embiid had 41 in that one. Now let me just check some real quick because I bet you this is probably a this is a Embiid MVP type of game right here. I guarantee this game is on national TV. It's on TNT, guys. So I know Embiid, if they hang his rebounds again at 10.5, I'm telling you right now, guys, it's gonna be way too low. Let me just see if I can see some props real quick, man. And y'all let me know what that Rudy Gobert double is as well, my guys. Let me know right now what's what y'all see Rudy Gobert double is. Let me just see what they got the rebounds at. Embiid's rebounds is at 10.5 again. This is criminal. They shouldn't be doing that. Embiid is getting 11, 12 rebounds damn near every single game. His teammates are getting out the way so he can get the rebounds, guys. They're trying to make sure he goes for like at least 25 and 11 every night or 30 and 11. See what I'm saying? I like Embiid's rebounds here once again over the 10.5. I really would like to take his points here in this spot. I know that they're gonna have Robert Williams, but on this TNT game, this is one of the last chances for Embiid to really show out. I think he's gonna get the MVP. I ain't gonna say regardless, but I think he's already gotten it. But this is just a show up game. They just got smacked up versus Giannis as well. So this is a bounce back spot for the Sixers. This is a believe triple revenge spot on the season. Yeah, so this is a triple revenge spot for the Sixers as well. This is their last time to get a win over the Celtics this year. I do lean Sixers, but I did say I'm not going to fade them versus the Celtics. Like I need somebody to sit out for the Celtics. I need Jaylen Brown or somebody. What's plus 108 on FanDuel? What's plus 108 on FanDuel, my guy? It better not be Rudy Gobert double. It should not be. What's Rudy Gobert's double, my guy, for tomorrow? Y'all let me know what that is. MB minus 250 on my book. I know it, and I like it. You see what I'm saying? And I like it. Oh, okay, rebounds. Yeah. Now I like Embiid's. I like that over 10.5, guys. It's not. That's a personal play for me. I will never go official with a prop ever again, guys. I remember we went 5-1, and I cashed all 5 sides, and then one prop didn't hit, and that's what everybody went talk about. So I'll be honest, I will be putting some on Embiid over his rebounds. It won't be a full unit, but I'll be on that over 10.5. I'll tell you that right now. So that's a gift for me to you right now. But yeah, minus 195 for the Gobert double. They know, man. They know, my guys. But somebody else say minus 165, man. But I do think that that's easy money there, my guys. I can't. I was going to say something else, but we got Sixers minus 2. I want to lean that way. The Celtics own them. If the Celtics play everybody, man, I don't know. It just seemed like they're a horrible matchup for the Sixers. I know that the Sixers actually have some defenders that can do it. It's just seem like every time the Celtics play them, they making every damn thing. But I do want to take the Sixers here. I do think that this triple revenge spot, I can only look towards the Sixers minus 2 here. But Embiid over 10.5 rebounds, I like that better than the Sixers, to be honest with you. So heavily lean to the Sixers in that one. I'd lean Sixers first quarter as well. But Embiid rebounds over 10.5. I think that this is a really good bet, guys. He's literally been flying. He's not necessarily been flying over it, but he's been getting there, guys. He's been getting there. And I just said to myself last game, if they keep putting it at 10.5, it's just one of those you have to take every time. He didn't get it last game versus the Bucks and that one, but I did see that the Sixers were actually out partying before that game, guys. The one before that, let me see what the game before that, he had 12. That's the one that I did take him. Over his rebounds and see what he did versus Dallas. I know he got this shit versus Dallas. I know for a fact he got it. I know he got to deal with Robert Williams and shit down there. He only got 9 rebounds versus Dallas. It's a bit surprised. But in this game, I expect Embiid to get over 10.5. Like I say, it won't even be a full unit play for him. It's a prop. I go a lot smaller on props, but over 10.5 rebounds, a really good play for Embiid. I lean Sixers first quarter and full game there to get some triple revenge versus the Celtics in that one. Hopefully Celtics might rest somebody. Then I can hop on Sixers in that one, man. Let's Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago here. Chi-Town. We got the Bulls. The Bulls just took care of us, man. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. They were down 21 points and they came back to win by 21, man. What the hell is going on here? My brother is looking out for me, but we got the Bulls here laying 3.5 at the house versus the Hawks in this one. Hawks don't play a lick of defense. I don't want the Hawks. What the Hawks been doing? They've been win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I know Trae Young is questionable here. I don't necessarily see why he would sit out. I mean, they do have the Wizards on deck the next night, but I could only look towards the Bulls in this game. In theory, this is a double revenge spot for the Hawks. They've lost the last couple matchups versus the Bulls, but the Bulls are playing lights out. They're playing some really good defense right now. They're 6-1 ATS last 7 versus the Hawks, guys. So, and like I say, Hawks are coming off a win. They have not won back-to-back games in their last 10 games. And they're coming off a win, they lose the next game. They're 0-4 against the spread last 4 as well. This team does not play a lick of defense. Hopefully the Trae Young is not just some injury report manipulation. They say something about leg soreness or some shit, but Bulls have been balling out. Bulls do have the Bucks on deck the next night. So really tough game for me. I could only look towards the Bulls here minus 3.5. It did open up at 1.5. Obviously with the Trae Young questionable, it moved up, but I'd lean Bulls here, man. They are, and they should try to bring the momentum coming in from that Grizzlies game as well. You coming off a game versus the Grizzlies, who play some really good defense. They were hitting a bunch of shots. The Hawks can score, man. This team don't play a lick of defense, man. Get up out of here, man. The Bulls, I'm sure they like to see this Hawks defense come in there, man. So heavy lean to the Bulls minus 3.5. They do have the Bucks on deck tomorrow in Milwaukee, so you worry about a little bit of a look ahead, but they should want to take care of business in this one first. With it might not be too likely of a win in the next night versus Milwaukee here. So heavy lean to the Bulls. They're minus 3.5. The Hawks, I want no parts of them in this game, my guys. If Trae Young doesn't play, I don't know. It's crazy because it actually might be better for them if Trae Young doesn't play. My guy does not play winning basketball, man. But whatever. I'm only looking at Bulls, but crazy enough to say if Trae Young doesn't play, I would stay off the game because the Hawks might actually show that they can ball without Trae Young. I think they'll play a lot better winning basketball without Trae Young out there. Sounds crazy, but that's just what I think. Let's go over here to the streets of New Orleans here, guys. We got the Pelicans laying 2.5 points at the house versus the Kings. I really wanted the Kings, so I would tell you this. I would have been heavy on the Pelicans if the Kings had won the last game. They unfortunately, they're somewhat in the same spot of the Wolves here. I still like Pelicans, but they come off a game where they lost by 16. They were favored by 16.5 points, and they lost outright in overtime to one of the worst teams in the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs, right? So it's crazy because this is a bounce back spot for the Kings, but I still lean to the Pelicans here, guys. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I could only look Pelicans. Pelicans are balling right now. They're playing lights out defense. Brandon Ingram is going bonkers right now. The Pelicans already smacked them at the house, 136-104. But then the last time, I remember they were in a must-win spot. I think I took the Pelicans in the first quarter and the first half, and they ended up getting it done. They were getting 4.5 in Sacramento. They lost 123-108. So this time around, the Pelicans are in a lot better form. They're a team that's playing a lot better. They've won 7 out of their last 8 games. They've covered their 7-1 ATS as well over their last 8. They do have a game on the next night versus the Grizzlies. I worry about a little bit of a look ahead because now they need all of these games, right? The Pelicans really need to win out. They need to win every single one of their games, man. So, but I could see them potentially dropping one of these, this one or Memphis. I want to take the Pelicans here, guys. Like if I have a second best bet or second strongest feel on the card, it would be Pelicans here, minus the 2.5. The money line is only minus 140. So I can't say I've seen too many teams win by 1 or 2. In this sense, I would lay the money line with with the Pelicans here, but wouldn't be surprised if the Kings came out a little pissed. The coach called them soft, all this shit. But the Kings are cemented into that 3rd seed right there. I don't think they can move up. If all the Grizzlies need to win is like one game and then the Kings won't be able to get the 2 seed, they're not going to drop down to 4. So when you look at that, like Malik Monk with a sore calf or something like that, he's probably not going to play in this game. They in the playoffs. The Pelicans fighting to get in there. So in my opinion, the Pelicans need this game a whole lot more, guys. Pelicans #1 defensive rated last 7 games. Now that's a fact. They got some. This is actually the best defensive team in the league, in my opinion, my guys. This is actually the I kind of like the under here, Eric. And my guy, I just did a podcast, Action Network. He's like the under 237.5. I guarantee you, my guy Punt will be on the under 237.5 here, guys. Let me see, because I messaged him. Let's just see what he say. This my guy Punt is the Undertaker, man. Let me see. I'm just grab list. So he said I'll send you. Yeah. So he hadn't looked at it yet, but I guarantee you he probably gonna be on it. Gotta drink that water, my guys. And Gobert plus Embiid double plus 150 could not talk you out. Yeah, Corey, I am a little worried about that the Kings could be. I'll be honest, they're in the same exact spot that the Wolves are. I really wanted the Kings to win that game versus Spurs. I was going to be on the Pelicans heavy here, guys. But I must say, the Kings will come in here motivated, but they're still locked into their playoff seed. No, don't have a ton to gain from this game, but I'm sure they want to get that bad taste out of their mouth. I could still only look towards the Pelicans here, though, guys. I'll be honest with you. I like that. The Pundertaker. I'm going to have to use that on the show tomorrow, my guy. But yeah, actually, the under 237.5 might be a better play here, guys. It might be. We know the Pelicans going to play some good defense. If the Kings want to bounce back, you see what I'm saying? Is Robert Williams out in that one? Robert Williams out? Yeah. No, can be getting them rebounds for damn sure. The Kings probably will want to bounce back at least defensively and play a little bit better defense here. If Malik Monk, they will definitely hurt their offense as well off the bench, and you'll get more Kessler Edwards and Davion Mitchell. That's more defense as well. The under 237.5. That should be a play here, guys. As a matter of fact, other than Pelicans, I lean Pelicans. Under is probably the best bet in this game. Now that's a fact right there. I think the flight Pelican. I think the under is a really good play here, guys, to be honest with you. Under 237.5, I think it's a really good play here. They could be better than even trying to mess around with the spread with the Pelicans in this one. Heavily lean to Pelicans here on the money line, but that under 237.5, guys, personally, I'll be sprinkling on something, especially if my guy Punt likes it. I like that under 237.5, and I bet you my guy Chris B. Captain likes that one as well. Let's go over here to the streets of Houston here, guys. We got the Rockets getting 10 at the house versus the Nuggets. Don't really want nothing from it. I mean, Rockets probably already got their bags packed for vacation. You see what I'm saying? Couldn't they play scrappy in these type of games? You're right. They damn could. Is Jokic probably not going to play? It's probably not going to play here. The Nuggets can still win without him. They might rest some more guys here. They got the Phoenix Suns on deck. Not a first of a back-to-back, but I don't want to lay 10 with the Nuggets here. And I don't want to take the points with the Rockets here. I could see a little bit less defensive effort for the Nuggets here. I could see an over type of game, even though the Nuggets are 9-0 to the under, guys. They've 9 straight games have went under. Obviously, Jokic really affects their offense, but the Rockets this is probably going to be like a pickup game. The over will be probably more on the Rockets side. They're probably not going to play a lot of defense. They're going to always want to score points, right? They always want to impress on the offensive side, but defensively, Rockets, it's not the same where they were in that time where they were playing some really good basketball in that 6-game homestand when they beat the Lakers. They've only won 2 of their last 8 games, so I could see this being an over type of game. They let the Lakers put up 134 against them. They let the sorry ass Pistons put up 115 against them. Nets put up 123 on them. Knicks put up 137. See what I'm saying? So this should be an over type of game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockets covered this game, but like I say, they only got 3 more games left in the season. They don't want to win. Their bags are already packed. I want no parts of this game. If I'm betting it, I would bet the over. Other than that, I would stay off of it. Jokic is probably going to be out again. He's not coming back to play versus the Rockets. If anything, he might want to come back and play the next game versus the Suns, but they might even sit somebody else. It's just an uninspiring game for the Nuggets, who basically all but have the number 1 seed locked up. All they need to do is win this game, and they'll have the number 1 seed locked up, but I don't expect them to have the motivation to win by 20. I would bet over here. That would be the only way I would look at this one. Let's go over here to the streets of Memphis here, guys. Memphis Grizzlies laying 18 points at the house versus the Blazers. Blazers coming off a win straight up in there, man. It's crazy. But like I say, I'm not messing with these big spreads. You see what the Blazers did. They came out a little bit turned up in the last game, but then you see even more guys on the injury report now. Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. Bro, this injury report is so fucking long, man. So we know Grant Lillard, Winslow, Simons, Nurkic out for the rest of the season. So the few guys that they got left. So Little is out for sure. Oh my God. Cam Reddish, Keon Johnson, Butler Jr., Wofford, Kevin Knox on the injury report. What the fuck are we doing here? Matisse Thybulle. They got 6 other guys out. I hate what the Blazers are doing here, man. 6 other guys on the injury report, man. Now I don't even think all those can miss it because they won't even have enough bodies, man. You got to at least have, I think, like 7 guys out there you got to at least have 8 guys for a roster for them. You see what I'm saying? So they got to field some guys, but Blazers, I mean, they might get smoked in this game. This is the first game but back-to-back for the Grizzlies. They're coming off that loss. Dylan Brooks questionable. He probably won't play. They can afford to sit some guys here. First game of a back-to-back as well. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe John Morant sat out and get ready for the next night versus the Pelicans. But this game could get ugly. It's a huge spread, but especially with the Blazers, with all these guys on the injury report, that's telling me that especially coming off that huge win, they're doing their best to tank this game as much as they can, guys. That's a huge spread. There's room for the Grizzlies to win and not cover, but I'm not with all these guys me sitting on the injury report. That tells me that they're probably going to play 6 or 7 guys here, the bottom of the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So the Blazers team total under. This should be the one for sure. Blazers team total under. They're going to play the bottom. That's the only thing though. The G League guys do be hungry, but you probably won't see a best defensive effort for the Grizzlies. I'm not betting this game. I don't bet these type of games, man. Could just lay it with the Grizzlies and hope they win by 20. But could only look Blazers team total under as well, guys. Not going anywhere near that one. Let's go over here to the streets of Utah. I can't believe all those damn guys are on the fucking injury report. I cannot believe that, man. But Shaden Sharp's down there, but like, oh my god, they literally got like 12 guys on the injury report. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 guys on injury report. Get this game. They gotta do something about this shit, man. They gotta do something about this. This is horrible, bro. But let's go over here to the streets of Utah in this one, guys. Jazz land 8 points, getting 8 points at the house versus the Lakers. This is the first game of back-to-back. This line actually opened up at 4.5. So if you wanted the Lakers, I can't lie to you, kind of missed the boat in this one. I didn't even get the 4.5, but they did open it up on DraftKings, I believe, yesterday. Lakers have won 3 straight. They've won 6 out of the last 7. They're getting hot. Problem is they got a game versus the Clippers on deck tomorrow, a revenge spot as well. And we know that LeBron, he's probably not going to play back-to-backs, guys. Is he going to play this game and sit versus the Clippers? I don't think so. I think it said that AD is probable, LeBron's questionable. So that kind of tells me maybe LeBron may not play in this game. Walker Kessler's out for a year. That's going to really hurt the Jazz defense. Lauri Markkanen is questionable. So if you want the Lakers, you might be able to get a better number if LeBron is out and Markkanen is in. If you want the Jazz, you probably want to go ahead and take that 8 now. That's what I would suggest. I don't want the Jazz. They've seemed like they don't want to win. It's the first game back coming off a 3-game road trip as well. They did cover all 3 of those games on the road, though. They covered versus the Celtics, the Nets, and they covered versus the Spurs over there, guys. But it's just a really tough game for me. Like I say, Jazz, they only got 4 more games for the rest of the season. They've showed that they don't want to win. Couldn't talk you off some THT props. He's going to want to ball out versus his old team. We don't know if Markkanen's going to play. We don't know if LeBron, AD going to play. I don't want this game. Lakers should win, but they do have a game tomorrow versus the Clippers as well. So Lakers should win, but I'm not sure by how much. I'm not sure who's going to play. It's a no bet for me. If you want Jazz, I'd say bet them tonight. If you want the Lakers, I do think there's a high possibility that LeBron sits this one out. And Markkanen could come back in as well. So you might get a 5 with the Lakers if those 2 things happen. Markkanen in, LeBron out. This one might go down to 5. I just know Kessler, the Jazz will look a lot different without him as well, without him defending the paint. I want no parts of this game, man. Lakers should win this game, but not so sure if they should smack them up by double digits, if that makes sense. Let's go over here to the street. I don't have anything on these last 2 games. Warriors land 8 points at the house versus the Thunder. Obviously, the Warriors like to bounce back at the house. This is what I would like. I'd like the Thunder to come out and ball out in the first half. That way we could take Warriors in the third quarter. If this game is even somewhat close, especially if the Thunder have the lead at the half, take Warriors in the third quarter here and go to sleep. It's really that simple, guys. So could the Warriors come out and smack them from the finish, from the start to finish? That's very possible as well. But the Thunder, they're coming off 2 straight losses. They hadn't covered. They're 0-7 against the spread in their last 7 games. So while the Thunder were the ATS darlings for most of the season, if you've been backing them in the last 7 games, they've been burning money. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a really tough game. The Thunder did beat them in the last game as well. So while you can kind of say it's a revenge spot, but the Warriors are still 2-1 versus the Thunder this season, though. So, but they did lose the last one on the road. The Thunder got them 137-128 and no one. Really tough game. I lean Warriors. The Thunder can hang with them, guys, but it's a really tough game for me to bet. Like I said, if the Thunder do come out scrappy in the first half, you take Warriors in that third quarter. It's pretty simple, or just Warriors second half. You know how they do. They could come out and even if they're down, they can come out in the second half and go bunkers and cover this game. So I lean Warriors -8. It's just I'm not sure what the Thunder are trying to do right now. They have the 10th seed. You see what I'm saying? But it just sometimes it feels like they don't want it, man. Sometimes it feels like the Thunder don't want it, guys. So but this is one where they just want to show up on. Let me see if it's national TV real quick. I don't think the Thunder got another national TV game. I'm not betting this game, guys. So I'm finna talk about the Suns when I'm finna get up out of here. No, it's not a national TV game, man. So no thoughts for me on that one. It's a lot of games, but I'm not betting that one. Yeah, Wiggins is back with the team, but he's out for this game, my guy. He is out for this one, man. All right, last game up, and then I'm gonna go through the chat, man. I'll send some questions in. Suns laying 18.5 at the house versus the Spurs. Spurs coming off a win. They're resting everybody once again. I don't know. I'd like to say I lean towards the dog here for the simple fact that I know that the Suns don't need to go balls to the wall here, but they are still trying to get used to each other with Booker, Chris Paul, and KD, which they're undefeated. I believe they're 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 all together. They've won 5 straight games as well. They do have the Nuggets on deck as well, so I could see them kind of playing around with the Spurs in this one. I'm not laying 18.5 here with the Suns because I know when KD goes off the floor, I know Booker likes these type of matchups, but when KD and Booker are off the floor, I do think the Spurs, like the rest of the team for the Suns, they could be BSing around in this one. The Spurs messing around cover. I'm not messing with this game. The Spurs coming off a win, overtime win as well. This is their 7th road game in the last 8 games. I know I'm get this game out of my face, man. This game probably won't even make the show tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? But let me get out of here, man. Let me recap. You see what I'm saying? What y'all saying in the chat, my guys? Wiggins got to get back with them. Tough game for sure. I kind of like OKC. Warriors third quarter, man. It's always a thing. It's always a thing there, my guy. They too young. Let me see. Spurs been playing hard. Yeah, if you Monty, you're gonna risk injury in CP and KD. Now that's a fact. You definitely don't want to risk injury, my guy. Lakers or Clippers tomorrow. I don't even know what you're talking about, my guy. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Any other questions, man, before I get out of here? Finna recap the plays. Yeah, 80 points and rebounds if he plays. Yeah, I couldn't talk you off that. They could get whatever they want down low. That's for sure. If LeBron don't play in Utah, I don't think LeBron's gonna play tomorrow. They can win without LeBron. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. What you say, RS? Somebody, which one gonna be the conspiracy game tomorrow? What y'all saying? Which one y'all think gonna be the conspiracy game tomorrow, man? But yeah, I'm finna get out of here, man. I've been on here 35 minutes. Yeah, breaking down all these 8 games. Yeah, let me get up out of here, bro, because I hate doing shows really past 30 minutes. So these are my looks for tomorrow. What I did bet, I bet Wolves +1, and I'm also gonna take them in the first quarter as well. I hadn't taken them in the first quarter yet, so that's not official, but Wolves +1 is my top play for tomorrow. I do lean Wolves in the trifecta spot. I think the first quarter is also a top spot. They got to come out playing with their heads on fire. I know it's the 3rd or 4th straight road game for the Nets, but this is the kiss the wives and children goodbye as well, with you heading out on the road going to Detroit the next night. So this is the 4th straight home game for the Nets. They usually come out hot in the first quarter, but this is one where I think it's on the Timberwolves. You got to come out and make them feel you early. So I will be on Timberwolves in the first quarter. I already bet them full game +1. I think this is an all hands on deck spot for the Wolves. Honorable mentions, guys, was really close to being official. That's that Pelicans and Kings game under 237.5, and the Pelicans on the money line as well. And then after that, I heavily lean towards the Sixers. No, after that, Joel Embiid over 10.5 rebounds. After that one, though, that's the 3rd. See what I'm saying? But I do heavily lean to the Sixers as well. I heavily lean to the Bulls as well, my guys. -3.5, slight lean to the Magic +4.5, and slight lean to the Nuggets Rockets game over in that one. Couldn't talk you off Grizzlies early, first quarter, first half. Couldn't talk you off Bucks early, first quarter, first half. Top of the top for me, Timberwolves. Oh, give me the Timberwolves +1 to win this game. Must win, Jay. Motivation, Jay. Bounce back, Jay. And I also think they come out hot in the first quarter. Like I say, the secondary looks, guys, it would be the secondary tops that's not official. That's the Kings Pelicans under, the Pelicans full game money line, and then Joel Embiid over 10.5 rebounds, guys. That's the show. I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. See what I'm saying? We will win. Let's get some cash. Let's keep it going here. Trying to get this cash, man. It's Us Against the Bookies. They owe us plenty of money. Let's go in there and take all their shit, man. I'll be back tomorrow with my guy Andy Lane, looking at some props as well. You got my top player today, the Wolves +1. I do think they close as the favorite, guys. Give me the Wolves in that one early and often. I'm betting the first quarter as well. Joel Embiid rebounds. That shit's hidden. Kings, Pelicans, that's going under as well, man. Let's get some cash tomorrow, guys. We will win. I'm out, man. I hope y'all have a great night. See you in the morning, 1 p.m. Eastern, my guys. Let's go. Let's get this cash. We out.